So today I'm going to be painting a couple of these cute kitties. This is my setup. This is my company. And what's a little different about this video that you'll see today is that I make a big mistake later on, and I've used this technique before, but it really saved me a lot of time. So I'll go ahead and put the timestamp where that is. But basically, not all is lost if you make a big mistake with watercolor, and you're able to sort of erase the paint, which I'll show you guys later on in the video. Go ahead and skip ahead to that part if you're curious to see how it works. Otherwise, enjoy watching to the end. So I think I start to notice around here that I feel like the orange kitty is looking really, really good, but the gray cat is not. And in the photo, they look really similar, just different colors. But sometimes it can kind of be fixed as you go along and shade things, so I'm, not worrying too much about it yet and kind of seeing what's happening. At this point, I've taken it all the way to highlighting with my white gel pen, and I realize I'm just completely not satisfied with how the gray kitty looks, especially in comparison to the orange one. So what I do here, and I'll slow the video down, is that I take a more rigid, like stipply brush and wet it, and you can basically just take off the paint. This paint wasn't so bad. Some paints kind of like stain the paper, but I'm using 300-pound Archie's cold press paper, and it's pretty tough paper. It's almost like canvas for watercolor, and it took this abuse pretty well. And I'm so glad I did this. You know, it was either this or I do it over again, because if I don't like it, I don't like to put it out there. And you'll see by the end it really worked out. I knew that the cat's eyes were too small, and I had done the proportions wrong, and I just tried it again. So you didn't see it, but I did blow, after I erased everything and it was damp, I did blow dry it to make sure the paper was wet. kind of like starting all over again. You also didn't see that I sort of re-sketched lightly with my pencil before I started going in with the green. Sorry about my head throughout these recordings lately. I can't quite seem to get the angle right, and I've really enjoyed painting flat these days rather than up on the easel. That way I can paint flat when I need to, or tilt it up with my right hand, off and on. So, and when I get concentrating really hard, I get really close up to it, so it puts my head in the way. At this point, I'm already much happier and so glad that I erased the eyes and tried it again. I've made little mistakes before and did the erase technique, but this was one of the biggest ones I'd ever done, and I feel like it was a real success. So I'm so glad I didn't have to do the whole thing over again, because there's a lot about this painting that I really do like, and that was a good correctional choice. So I hope maybe you guys found that useful too.